out with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. You know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bustin' to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm no.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already here, they'll audible to something else. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go, right through.
And they fake the handoff, now Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, set, ready.
And Lance going to throw. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here's Lance to throw it. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And his kick is indeed good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back deep is DJ Chark. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Here we go. Set.
Now a play fake. Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
In motion, Slayton. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Sanders. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back to Walker on first down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Looking to throw. Sanders. This one goes underneath to Walker.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Now run straight ahead with Warren. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Off the play fake.
Sanders completes it to Fant on the right side.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Noah Fant,
25 yards for the touchdown.
and the Seahawks have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Come on, set. Set, cut.
From midfield, here's Lance. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Okay, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action, now it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now look out! He's to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 92 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Able to push his way through. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Here we go, set.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready, go. Let's go now.
Here's Lance. That one complete. He finds Sharp. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
And Lance now to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Darius Slayton from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Done good with the extra point.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Sanders.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Sanders.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Sanders.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Ooh, with a juke. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd and 4. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 3rd down and 6. On play action, Lance. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Running left, it's Warren. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles? Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
On the ready. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39. And Lance going to throw. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he's brought down. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Lance looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Breaks a tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On the give, it's Warren. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A handoff for Warren. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On the give here, Charbonnet. Down the left sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
This is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Black Ultra.
Lance back to throw. Able to connect with Chark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's 1st down. Now Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lance. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Come on, set. Ready?
Lance looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the